Hey, what's up, fam? This is your boy JB. You're listening to the Urban Flow on WFDU 89.1. To have a special guest visiting with us on today, and her name, or she goes by the name of Shawnti Walker. What's up, Miss Shawnti Walker?
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, wow, I'm all right, man. Your voice is so smooth. You got a radio voice, yo.
Oh, well, thank you. I tried.
Yo, oh. All right, okay. Wow, it's so nice to meet you finally.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah, and your reason for being here is you're going to be one of the featured artists
you.
at
Yes.
the Expressions Cafe, which is taking place on next weekend, which is October 22nd.
Yes. That's
And for those of you who are interested, just hit me up. How can you hit me up? Hit me up on Facebook, James Bennett, or you can hit me up. Just send me an email, and I will be more than happy to send you the details of that. And my email address is jmsbenn@aol.com. Once again, that email address is jmsbenn@aol.com. All right, Shawnti, how long have you been singing?
I have been singing all my life, and I'm not telling my age,
Okay,
but I've been singing since about 8 years old.
10 years old.
Yeah.
And do you hail from Jersey?
Actually, no, I call myself a gypsy, kind of a nomad. I was born in the Bronx, but raised in the Bronx, Jacksonville, Florida, Union City, New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey. So I got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So were your parents military individuals?
No.
Okay.
Picky.
Okay. So you're basically trying to find what suits you.
Well,
I
I
suppose.
found what suits me at this point, but you
Okay.
know, growing up, I didn't have a set location that I could say I grew up.
Okay,
was
so-
born and raised.
So you're pretty settled now, you think?
Yeah, I'm settled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so you started when you were 8 years old, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Do you remember what your first event was?
I was singing in the Sunshine Choir at
Okay.
my grandmother's Baptist church,
Okay.
Mount Harriet Baptist Church in Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I tell you, boy, it's amazing how a lot of artists, man, we get our start right in the
Yeah.
church. You know how it
Yeah.
is?
I know, but you know what? I think for me it was my grandmother. My grandmother and my great grandmother were actually in the choir, and my grandmother just had her voice. Something about her singing was just. It was just mesmerizing, and it made me want to do it. You know,
Okay.
because I saw how much she would, when she was in the choir, she would be singing like all of the feeling that you have. I mean, I felt it, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, I want to do that. So,
Right.
you know, I showed a little bit of interest in singing, and she put me right in the choir. So,
Okay. So now the type of music that you sing now, is it still gospel? Or what are you
no,
singing now?
I sing more R&B. I have a band. We do a lot of cover stuff,
Okay.
but we are also working on original stuff as well. But it's more like R&B, neo soul. We do a little pop, a little rock.
Okay.
So
So how long have you been singing with this current band that you have?
I have been singing with them for about 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, we took a little bit of a break. We had our little reunion a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and they're a really good band.
Really.
Yeah, young, talented musicians.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I presume that each of them are from Jersey.
Yes.
Jersey
yes,
area?
everybody's from Jersey. Mhm.
Okay. And what part did you play in pulling the band together?
Actually, we all got together because we had a mutual friend. Well, it was two guys that were a rap group at the time, and they were putting together a live show. So
Right.
they hired a live band, and that's how I ended up meeting them. So I was originally supposed to be singing for this rap group, which I did, but the band and I just kind of clicked, and
Okay.
we've been working together ever since.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, that's great. And it takes a lot of chemistry.
Yes,
It takes a lot of commitment to work with a band.
I agree.
Because you have so many different personalities, and everybody got their own thing that they're doing. And wow. So in terms of creativity, I mean, do you write?
I do write.
Okay.
I write a lot, actually.
Okay.
I've actually kind of put my hand into the producing pot, so I've been making my own music as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I get a lot of stuff. The guys in my band are so creative, and they come up with their own stuff. So, like it's really easy. There's ample material for me to work with.
Really?
So,
Wow. So what do you think inspires you the most when you're writing music? What's your inspiration?
honestly, there are a number of different things that inspire me about music, but it's what I love. It's always been what I love. And I remember, like, even as a kid, that my godmother used to tell me that, like, when I would get in trouble and I'd be, subjected to staying in my room or something, she used to say, you know what, sing at the top of your lungs. Because nobody's going to get mad at you for singing. Nobody's going to say, oh, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So that was just kind of like my solace. That was my, when I couldn't do anything else, this is what I did. And I've always just loved it.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, Shanti. What are your goals? We know that you're an artist. We know that you're currently performing with a band. And you guys have been together for approximately 4 years. So what are your goals? Say, for example, within the next 3 years, for example, what do you hope to accomplish within the next 3 years?
I would like to have put out some of my own material.
Okay.
I'm not telling my age.
You keep saying that, but
because I'm not.
okay.
But I feel like I'm at a point where I like where I am. I like the live performances. I definitely will continue to do my own stuff and record, but I really like performing live. I enjoy that the most. So in that sense, I'd like to be traveling. I'd like to see myself traveling with this, not just here in New York and Connecticut, places that I've done shows.
Okay.
Anywhere, everywhere.
So I presume that you're not associated with any type of label or anything like that.
Not anymore, no.
Not anymore. So you used to be.
Yeah. Back in something how many years ago, I was actually a part of a girl group.
Okay.
3-girl group. The name was Fate, Fate. Super for All That's Endured. And we were signed to Ghetto Works Warner Brothers. That was Queen Latifah's label. She had a label with Warner Brothers. And so I was, I was signed to them way back then. I'm still not telling my son or my age.
Okay.
But yes, so back in the day. Yes, we were signed to Ghetto Works and Warner Brothers, and we released an album. The first single, Just Because, was I think it did pretty well. It was actually on the Deep Blue Sea soundtrack. So yeah, I've done the recording thing, and it's nice. I think that the industry has changed a lot.
Okay.
Whereas back then you were pretty much beholden to a label for 5-6 albums.
Yeah.
And depending on how well that first or second one did, you were just shelved until they found a purpose for you.
Right.
That's not what happened to us. However, again, the industry's changed a lot. So I feel a lot better about me working independently, releasing my own things. I don't have to actually have some major deal, like I don't want to sign my life over. I kind of like having the control.
Okay, so you like the independent artist position.
Yes.
And not having to be beholden to a label.
Yeah.
And you did mention that the industry has changed a lot.
Yes.
And quite often I ask artists the question, do you feel that the industry has changed for the better or for the worse, or maybe somewhere in the middle?
Somewhere in the middle, I think, because it's so easy to find music, download music, and not pay for it. You know what I mean? And that, in that sense, that takes away from, the artists, their income, what they're supposed to be making from it. But then at the same time, just about anybody can release anything. You know what I mean? Like that, you can share your creativity, good or bad.
Right.
You can share your creativity and you don't have to have signed your life over. You know what I mean? You can do this yourself. You know how to market yourself, get yourself in with the right people. And in that sense, it makes it a lot easier for independent artists.
Right.
But yeah, the monetary issue.
Yeah, the monetary issue is kind of tough because it's like, downloads, whatever, man. And you have artists who may get cents off the dollar. It's not the way that it used to be back in the day. Like back in the 80s and in the 90s where you had artists especially hip hop artists who are getting millions and millions of dollars and selling millions and millions of copies. It seems like that's in the past. You know, I'm sure that there may be some exceptions to the rule, but perhaps not as frequently as it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hear so much. I mean, it's not to say that they don't, but you don't hear so much about who went platinum, or, you know what I mean? Like, not like the way that it was, not the way it was in the past.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, not to say that they don't, again, but I think that it's just, I think it's easier. I mean, but as far as the recording, it's I think I want to say it's somewhere along the same lines, but the real money is in the performances. It's always been that way.
Yeah.
You know, like the record company, they're putting in the money to record your album, all the producers, every single penny that they've spent, all that money is going to go back to them. What the artist actually sees, what they actually get to hold on to, is the money from the performances, and that's all right.
And then that's what you like. Okay, I tell you, man. Both of us have heard of residual income, and that's the importance of, like, having what's that department that's not distribution, but what is it that keeps your catalogs? What's the name of that? Copyrights and all that stuff. Yeah. Well, I tell you, I guess being an independent artist, perhaps is the way to go, because I tell you, it's like this, Shanti. I mean, you find so many artists out there, you may ask yourself the question, for the success that they've gained, what did they have to give up?
Exactly. And that, again, kind of
what
goes
do they
back
have
to
to
what
give
I
up?
like doing, because it's on my terms.
Yeah.
I don't have to wear what I don't want to wear. I don't have to talk to who I don't want to talk to, or perform where I don't want to perform. It's on my terms. So.
Well, listen, we're getting ready to come to the top of the hour in about 2 minutes, and we just want to just pause. Well, we're going to play another song, and then if you have, if you can just take a little more time with us and reach us on the other side, then we'll continue this interview, okay?
All right.